Welcome back to Drawback Chess. This is a variant of chess where both players have a secret restriction. This game has a massive amount of drawbacks, like over 150, I believe. However, in this video specifically, I'm only going to be playing with drawbacks that involve lose conditions, obviously, such as this one, Savior Complex, just one of them. So again, all games in this video will use a Deathtrap drawback where you can lose the game. Alright, let's get started. Bloodthirsty. After the first 2 turns, if you go 2 turns without capturing, you must capture on the third or lose. So I'm gonna want a pawn in the front to capture, because if I can't capture anything, I'm gonna have a problem. So I gotta go aggressively. Aim for pawns like this. That's a pawn. Oh, my opponent's trying not to allow such a thing, huh? My god. Must capture this turn or next. Okay, so the idea is that we're pinned here. So that's why these show up in red. We want to block the pin like this. Now I must capture, but luckily it seems like I have the ability to do so. Either here or here will work. Nope. Yes, I must capture, and it even highlights it. Alright, we'll capture that. Okay, my opponent moved this pawn. Don't I have a double attack here? Seems like I just do. Okay, I'm glad it's going on this way, but I don't know how we can capture once every 3 turns. That's insane. Okay, my opponent's moved there, which is attacking this pawn. Feels fair to say that I just want to do this for now, because that defends this pawn, creating this pawn chain. Okay, I must capture now, but it seems like that's free, and I mean, okay, let's just get the check at the same time. So that also will revoke the castling rights, unless they do this move, bringing the knight in between. Yep. Would love to have another attacker there. I don't know, it just seems like I can bring this knight out. It seems fine to me, even though it doesn't make a direct attack there, which I don't really like. Okay, opponent moved the knight here, which also defends this as well as attacking, as well as defending. It's defending that and attacking the rook, so that knight's doing a lot of work. Okay, I must capture this turn or next. I have this pawn, so hopefully that's fine. And plus, I'm attacking that bishop, so I expect them to try to defend with the rook. Okay, that's a bishop hit, but that's fine, right? Okay, just get it out of the way. Which is a little annoying that oh my god! I won immediately because my opponent also had a death trap. Pawn battle advance. Lose if you have fewer pawns than your opponent. Apparently considered an easier drawback than mine. And I was just taking the pawn because it was the best thing to do. Alright. Alright, Savior Complex. When in check, you must move your queen or lose. I just don't want to be checked then. I feel like I should huddle up because I'd rather just never get checked. Because, like, if you think about it, that means there's very few times where the queen is moving and that even breaks the check. So I just don't want to be checked. Like, the only time is when the queen gets in the way of the freaking king. And then imagine if they take the queen afterwards, then there's nothing to do. So I can't lose my queen either. That's really just, like, incredibly bad. I'm just gonna play super passively because I can't allow a check happen. See, at least if they do that, I can recapture with the queen. At least that's allowed. Hit that bishop. Like, maybe they're super unlucky and have a drawback as bad as mine. Okay, moved away. I'll just continue with this plan. I would love to push that out if I could. Why are your bishops doing this? There's no point in that. Okay, if my opponent moves that, this pawn is not defended. Very nice. Okay, opponent moves the knight out, but that's not defended either. If I do this and this is actually more like a I mean, it gives me 2 extra pawns, but I guess this was more balanced than I thought, the situation. Unless I have a big threat I can make, which I don't seem to. Maybe just move this out of the way or something. Okay, let's just move this back, because this is not being hit. And I'm still hitting this knight and this rook. Okay. Taken. Alright, so I still think I have a defense here, even though quite a lot of my things are being attacked, including this, which is now a little bit weak, and a rook sacrifice could maybe happen on it, although it's unlikely. Also, if the... oh, no, hold on, that's very important. It's hitting there, which means I should try this and this. Except there's an en passant move that is a bit worrying there as well. But, actual situation there is very awkward. I don't want that to be hit. So my defense here is already a little... It's very odd here. I want to lock down this position. Probably I do this hit. I'm still a knight up, a knight and a pawn up. If I can keep this... Oh my gosh! What a sacrifice. I mean, I can capture it with the like. It's very happy to be able to capture such a thing. Okay, so I cannot allow that check at all. Bonus is that this position seems to be closed down with that recent move. So I think I just move back. Or do I move away into here and try to? No, I think I should just go here. So there is a check there that. What the hell is that drawback? Is it the thing that forces captures? Okay, I mean, we can do that, but here's the thing. If my opponent knows to do that, I'm screwed. But otherwise, I'm fine. That's just a normal move. Okay, I simplify here, maybe. I mean, losing this would suck hard. No, if I lose this, then this pawn is also going to drop next turn. Okay, you know what? I can do that. Take the pawn, threaten the other queen. Right? And if the captures, and this is still defended after all of it. Well, no, I mean, no, that wasn't the right example. I mean, if this captured, then I take with the pawn, and this is still defended, and there's not a good way to attack the bishop. I think I'm doing quite well. Okay, look at that check. You don't have any ideas? Just do a check. And so, thankfully, moving the queen is something that can actually avoid it. Well, unless they capture, then I'm screwed. But they didn't. Ugh! They have absolutely no idea. Okay, I can even take this and give check, which I'll do that. Okay. Even though I'm winning very strongly as of now, I do want to be very careful here. My knights aren't developed. They should be. I want them to be. This knight will probably go and try to attack this bishop, which will provide some attack potentials there. I should probably maybe try to get this out. And like attack the move the bishop here and attack the knight. Although like the big issue is the knights I can just take that. Give me that. Yep. Nice move. Not really though. Okay, once again I take this. Looks like the free piece. Like I still gotta be worried about opponent's suicide moves slightly. Although it's really not a worry at this point. Oh, and they're still in check after castle. Good job. What? Okay, battle fatigue. When one of your pieces captures, it can't capture again until it's made a non-capturing move. And apparently that was on the easy side of drawbacks. Okay, so I did feel they had a capturing restriction, but some of their captures were just insane. How many times has one of my enemies even captured and survived? Not really that many times. So I don't know, that was a bit of a joke game, but hey, there you go. Alright, new game, going the distance. You must move at least as far as your opponent's last move or lose. Okay, so first of all, let's set up this bishop. This is a long-range thing as well. So distance, we are going to need to talk about distance because that is a keyword, obviously. It's calculated by adding the horizontal and vertical distances. So a knight always moves 3, so like that. So I must move a distance of at least 2. So the bishop thing, it does count, by the way, because bishops have double, like, this counts as 2, and, like, this is 2, this is 4, this is 6. Must move a distance of at least 1, that's fine. I wonder what this, I mean, I guess my opponent is trying to block off this bishop. I'm fine with that, I can do this and this. Opponent moves the knight, I must move at least 3, but all that means is that it's good for me to do my own knight move now. And if my opponent moves here, I'm fine. Okay, must move at least the distance of at least 8. Wow. So, that is like... Huh. That's heavily incentivizing these long bishop moves, especially it'll look like it's literally looking like cloning. Do I go right back? Probably. I want to keep the bishops on the board. That's the way that I can get a long distance move. And I'm also incentivized to get rid of my opponent's bishops. But it is a bit annoying because if I push this back, they're going to make a move that is a long distance move. So, a lot to think about there. So I can try to go here. Must move at least 1. So I want to hit this bishop, maybe going there, but first I'll castle to get out of the pin. Even though the pin is probably not really happening. Must move 2 distance. Do I strike out here now? I don't think so. I'm just going to make a meaningless rook move. Really prefer to trade the bishops, though. Oh, okay. Now, okay, uh-oh. Now I can't make this move as easily anymore, because now that it's 2 defenders on it, maybe just block it off with this. Of course that happened. I'm getting awfully cramped here. Also, like, this is not defended because... Well, it won't be immediately defended because, look, it will... That last move will be a distance of 3, and this diagonal move is only a distance of 2. Maybe I do this. That opens the rook, too. And... And also, what is my opponent's drawback? I also haven't seen anything that seems drawbacky from my opponent. No move that seemed really suspicious. Okay, my opponent's moved 1. Wait, that's a free pawn, isn't it? Am I missing something? That's weird. So now this is very closed. Also, come on, this is very makeable. Now my queen is out, and my queen is also capable of diagonals, so I'm totally fine with that. Yeah, I don't know about this. Is my opponent forced to not make captures? Or make pawns? Okay, I must move at least 2, but we can do it. We just take the king now. Okay, mine was, wow! Farsighted, your pieces can't capture pieces that are adjacent to them. So none of the pawns they had actually were able to capture. Okay, but apparently mine, that was the hardest drawback yet, according to the scale. It didn't even, it's so weird. It didn't actually seem that hard. But maybe it's just the way I played or something. The or lose is quite devastating, I'll give it that. Would really like to see replays of other people who had this drawback then. Wow. Okay, I'm not finding enough Deathtrap based drawbacks, so I'm gonna play some AI game. That's not a Deathtrap. Okay, we found a game. Glorious Battle. Advanced. For 4 consecutive moves, starting on move 13, you must capture or lose. Wow. But that's only a one-time drawback. So I just need to set up some pawns that have tension, right? I don't think that should be that bad. Oh, the freaking, oh my god, the AI moves fast. Freaking the timer, like, what the hell? Fine. Well, I guess I don't have to wait anymore if this is what's gonna happen. Like, I heard some horror stories, by the way, of the AI being too good. And I kind of feel like that's what's happening right now. Okay. I mean, 6 turns remaining. I'm trying to set up as many potential captures as possible. No, I really want to keep tension. 4 turns remain. Here's actually safe right now, isn't it? Castle, 3 turns remain. Knight's hitting the other knight. 2 turns remain, though, so it's not time. Okay, 1 turn remaining. We have to capture back. Uh-oh. Battle. What? Oh, come on! Come on! What is this rigged nonsense? You give me a check on a turn where I need to capture? God, I had so many captures going. Chess battle advanced. What? Sure. Fine. Oh yeah, my freaking AI had the difficult one. Colorblind. Can't move to squares of one color. Re-randomized every move. So they had a message of the must move to dark square, or must move to light square. Chess is too luck based. What's next? Chess, but it's pay to win. Alright, next match. Eye for an eye. If your opponent captures, you must capture your next move or lose. So I basically also don't want any undefended pieces, or any chains of moves that could cause undefended pieces. A little insane. Or I could have captures. The more threats I set up, the more I'm probably able to capture, although the grounds of that are a bit shaky. This also doesn't seem to be... This is only one defender, right? Okay. Oops. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I just blocked my... Whatever, we'll do that hitting this... Okay, this is hitting the rook, by the way, but... And maybe more importantly, it is also hitting my own bishop. So, I think... should be fine. I must capture because the opponent captured this, by the way. But that should be fine, because I'm just gonna go back and grab this bishop. I must capture this turn. That's not great because I have to sacrifice this rook. No! And my opponent's drawback was left. Okay, that match ended so fast. I really should not have blocked off my bishop. That was really dumb. Left to right. Unless you just move to the rightmost file, you must move further to the right than when you... Does left to right make sense in the freaking... Because the board is split when playing black. Must move further right than C file. Must move further right than D file. Okay, so D file is right here, so my opponent had to move involving something that was further to the right than the D file, but right from their perspective, so it's left from mine. What a spaghetti rule set. Alright, here's another AI game. Closed book. You lose if you ever start your turn where there's an open file, one with no pawns. Surely this just translates to don't lose any pawns. Like, in this case, it's so weird because then I'm not even incentivized to trade or get rid of my opponent's pawns. Guess we'll just go sniping. Shoot. Shoot, I should have blocked it. So, if opponent captures here and I capture here, I lose. Like, that's so dumb, but that's just how it works. Also, promoting. Imagine freaking promoting, and then the file would be no longer considered an open file, because the pawn is gone from it. Oh my god. Alright, we should set up outposts or something, I don't know. This really seems hellish. Oh. Oh, wait. That closes it off. Which is of arguable value. I can't do a fishing pole trap because this would cause an open file. The trap is like allowing them to take the knight. Ew, these freaking moves. I'm gonna have to move the knight and stuff all the way back home at this rate. So lost on what to do. Maybe I bring this. That's a check. Why doesn't it show that it's a check? Whatever. Strong attack happening here. I can't allow that either. Okay, I have absolutely no idea what to do here. Well, I just did a horrible trade. Cool. What is that move? This is also free, but weird. I need my bishops in the corner. I don't know what that drawback is. Bring it to safety, kind of. Oh, okay. I didn't even know there was a yellow highlight for things that would make you lose due to your drawback. We're running out of time hard. Is that defended? Doesn't even look it. Ugh. Move this out. That's attacking the rook. Isn't even a place to move it. Taking that would lose me the game. Trade as much as we can because the game is better as a pawn endgame. This loses the game. What the hell? This doesn't lose it though. Like, what is the point of taking these if I'm just gonna like? Why did the bot become this? Well, I can take that finally, whatever. I can take this. But if my opponent goes and takes it, I'm dead, so... Shoot. Okay, we've got pawn parity. I'm not gonna be able to stop these from promoting. Also, I'm running out of time hard. Ow. You lost your... Well, fine. Fine. I was gonna lose on time anyway. What the hell? Okay, my opponent's drawback was boxing with shadows. When your opponent moves a piece, if you can move to the square they moved from, you must. Wow, and that's considered hard? So, I didn't really get to... Like, it didn't seem like there was much. So they were forced to capture here, because that was the square I just moved from. They were forced to capture. Must shadow! Okay, that's incredible. So that's why they were forced to move in there. It's like, this is the most obvious downside of it, is that if situations like this, where they are basically free captures, must shadow. Wow, I didn't even notice that. Must shadow. So that's the reason that free pieces were being given. This was also forced. Damn, that is a cool drawback. I imagine if you know that exists in the drawback pool, though, that it's maybe much easier to spot, because that was a huge giveaway move, that rook there, but I just didn't know what could have caused it. Anyway, yeah, this is great, but I do have to make an edit to this. Hold on. It even has the red line.